Hello, welcome back to another episode of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, the Deceitful Turnabout. I tried to record this episode last night, but I ran into an issue that you will see, but don't worry, I have it fixed now. It's just the way I have it fixed is I had to get a different save file, but you'll see. You'll see in a moment. Just, I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm so invested. I just need to see where this goes.
Court is now back in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright at this point. Officially, though, the trial of Trucy Wright.
Did they find anything?
They found some things. However, to confirm your theory from earlier, they did find the lyrics.
No. You did? Something tells me that this trial is still far from over. There are still a few issues to get into, but there will be no need if the search comes back fruitless. Your Honor? What were those issues you mentioned before the recess?
Yes, right. I remember.
I believe that the most important issues is to be how I may take Master Lana's sky help. Need I remind you again that it was Mr. Wright that had leverage for them to help? Ah, yes, that's certainly an issue. They'd be even less likely to help since I was the one that got his badge revoked in the first place. Oh, that is very true, Clavier.
Ack. That's what I've been also thinking about. They would have no reason to help him at all.
That's an answer that I've been trying to figure out since yesterday. Also, you'll see that for some reason on the save I used, this leads to the end screen, but do not worry, I have this. This is a separate save that I got from the creator of the game, who also fixed the issue going forward, so thank you. Thank you so much, Crazalu. So, yeah. Have you got anything, Apollo? Let's just keep going. No, it's something I'm still trying to figure out myself. But I just have no clue what it could be. He's right. They'd never work with them. That hasn't changed the fact that they did, though. Ugh. Think about it. Who wanted to accomplish the other problem here? I mean, who of the two? I mean, I think we know, uh, I think we haven't even heard from Lana at all, so I'm gonna say her. It's Lana Sky, isn't it? Well, good guess. But didn't you argue that she didn't know about the murder? Oh, right. That means that the problem is Marshall, isn't it? Oh, precisely. I didn't know she was partaking in the murder plan, did she? If she were told it was double friend of Wright's, it wouldn't have taken a lot of convincing. And the problem lies with it's Marshall. However, there's one simple solution. It requires turning your thinking around. Turn it around? I don't think on how Mr. Marshall hired him. Think it toward the circumstances Mr. Marshall would work for Clavier. Well, if you can't figure that out, find proof or testimony that proves he's working for Clavier. Proof or testimony that shows Clavier knew. Proof or testimony? I just made a save, so let's look at the proof. Call out to Grossberg. No, that's not random letter. Random letter. It's like the fingerprint has to. Wait, what is? Let's see what happens if I try to show testimony. I need to think this through. Everything about Mr. Marshall is relevant. You see, there's one person who dresses like a cowboy. That Mr. Wright could have very easily hired. Person Mr. Wright solved the murder of their brother that plagued this person for 2 years. Jake Marshall. That gun they found at the lake. It's mine. It is? It's gonna be confirmed to be my gun. April 12th, he hired Jake Marshall to shoot it. Yeah, Miss Ray. Why do that though? The risk involved was too high for that. Mr. Marshall said he had no intent to kill any people there. What would be the point in this entire... Wasn't Chloe really upset when he learned that Jake almost shot at Apollo? That's every single moment. Now, was there anything revealed that could have helped? Oh, shoot. Today's trial? Honor? I believe something that someone said today proves how Mr. Gavin was involved.
Really? Who said something that would prove this?
Recall Mr. Gavin's rebuttal. Mr. Marshall said he had no intent to... Yes! Yes, this is it. What about it? Despite what our testimony said about him shooting directly at us, he was still stuck to saying he had no intent to kill until I corrected you. I can think of one explanation for that. Oh my gosh, that was right. Ugh. Our instructions were specifically not to harm us, weren't they? Ugh. Oh, that's so true, though. Oh my gosh, caught him in a truth.
Order! Order! Mr. Gavin, he raised a very good point.
That has a glaring hole in it, Mr. Justice. Or what did you forget? This also explains why Mr. Wright let out the shooting in his written testimony. I also did leave out the shooting in his testimony. The explanation is he is the one who ordered the shooting. Not necessarily. I can think of another reason why. Mr. Wright may have been in the hospital during the first investigation. A trial showed that the investigation was proving fruitless. The random letter, the letter Grossberg, his own testimony. He thought the shooting to make himself look like a suspect to extend the trial? What? 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 Okay. What? You mean he didn't suspect me? He didn't. He merely suspected you to extend the trial, and I inevitably pointed out the contradiction. Even if it is true, how does that make it weird that you can suspect me?
Also, when we have time to kill the victim, it'd be quite hard to pinpoint, as you said earlier.
Now that he's considered a suspect, I think he should testify about his last 2 weeks in more detail.
Agreed. This could make or break the case, Prosecutor Gavin.
Alright. Whether this helps or destroys my case only remains to be seen. Oh boy. Witness testimony. Well, he's just gonna be doing it right there. Okay. What I've been doing. Oh, the fast music is playing. Oh boy. Well, 2 weeks ago, I suppose I was wandering about. To see, without the band, I didn't have much to do, you see. Then 3 days before the body was found, a magician comes up to me. She tells me of her plans and how she wishes me to have a mini concert for her justice. After that, a Wright approaches me. He asks me to make a song regarding you and Miss Wright's siblingship. That is where it ends. I stopped a mini concert for I heard about the murder. Okay.
If this testimony stands, I have to find Mr. Wright guilty.
Make it or break it time. I have to break this testimony for Trucy and Mr. Wright's sake. I have no other options. Like, is he really the culprit? I don't think he is. I still... Looks like he was suspected too early. He's wandering about. Like, what does that even mean? Can you elaborate on what you mean by wandering about? Yeah, please. What do you think I mean? I mean that I hung out with friends, walked. I lived my best life at Justice, far away from any murderers. I suppose saying committed no murderers is living your best life is probably a good standard. A standard you still broke. See about the band, have much to do. What did you have then? If nothing else, I always have my prosecutor's office. It's where I spend some of my day because it still feels like me, even without the band. That keyboard and chair are still the best part of that office. How did they even fit a keyboard in that office? What does your day usually entail? Waking up, eating, going to the prosecutorial office, do whatever work I could, you name it. How plain. Hang on a second. What work could you possibly be doing? I haven't taken a case since that trial of Baron Misham.
Oh, that's true. Yes, indeed. Surely you've been caught up in your work by this point.
It was all of you who assumed I'm at Praskidowik. What other work could you have possibly meant? You haven't taken a case and you don't have a band anymore. Do I really need to be the reason? What was that? Do I really need a reason to be in the office that I work at? To class me at straws?
I agree. Does it make much sense? He wasn't doing work, so he was killing someone? That sounds pretty far-fetched to me.
Sounds pretty far-fetched to me as well. Not really trying to ensure that this is relevant. Oh, okay then. 3 days. You mean Trucy, right? Do you know any other magicians at Justice? I do, as do I. I've accused one.
Even I've heard of more.
Yes, it was Trucy right to approach me 3 days before. Where did they approach you? They approached me while I was at Sunshine Coliseum. I was enjoying the view until I felt a tap on my shoulder. To my surprise, it was Miss Trucy Wright and Mr. Phoenix Wright. Shortly after turning around, here at mini concert. She told you everything she planned that day, right? Yes, I told him because he wanted to know how much time he had. So I told him everything I planned that day, even the times. I might have gotten a little carried away. I know you were intending to show up roughly around 6 p.m. Safe to say that I had quite a bit of time before then to prepare. What is it you prepared? That is the course so gladly pointed out. A song or two. Then, Wright was going to show me the photo. As to why he had such a ridiculous plan is unknown to me. Seriously, that was a really weird plan. Why not tell us that on Trucy's birthday? I think she would need to know more than I do. I already had a dad. That was enough for me. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's that. Oh. Assuming our justice is done thinking his head off, I will continue. That her right to approach me. But I can't press on that. That's weird. Why can I not press on that? That's weird. Okay. Mr. Wright, I just need to know what you were thinking. Because as far as I knew, Trucy loved the Governors. Cite your sources, Mr. Wright. In this case, maybe check the dates on these sources. But Daddy, didn't they disband over a year ago? When a band disbands, it's quite easy to lose interest. Besides, these 2 songs I've heard were awful. Oh no. Take that back. Guitar Serenade was absolutely marvelous performance. Do you actually believe that, or are you just saying that because Lamois is our mom? But anyway, what happened next? This is where it ends. You heard about the murder. When did you hear about the murder itself? It must have been around 2:20 p.m.
You don't mind me asking, what exactly made you take this case?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, how are you with our justice and the rights? How could I pass that up? We wanted to make sure that one of the Wrights got convicted for your kill. Do you buy this testimony at all? I remember Daddy going back to talk to Clavier about something. I couldn't tell you what it was. I didn't think it was important at the time. I see. So some of it could be possible. Like, I can't... Why can't I press on that? I don't even know. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna say, because I might... This? There's a contradiction in that testimony? No. No. I don't know. why can't I press that? That's really weird. Like, I know sometimes you have to press stuff multiple times. Just gonna try that. Hang on a second. Yeah, will work. It's not relevant. Okay, yeah, this. I don't know. Oh yeah, oh that. I thought that was something new for a second. God dang it. Like, I can't press that. I don't know why I can't. Is that like... I guess it's just like, it doesn't need to be pressed. Dang it, it's time freaking frame. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know. I don't know how this does it, but I feel like it does. Finally, finally, a single decisive piece of evidence. His fatal slip. Mr. Gavin, I am very proud to present one fatal contradiction in your testimony. What is it? What is it? What? But everything I did that day. Nothing you did that day was wrong or contradictory. It's when we got to the murder that you slipped up. So what are you talking? How would he know about the murder? In your testimony, you said that you learned about the murder at 2:20.
I mean, it's far earlier compared to when you woke up, which one would you assume is damaging to your case?
Exactly, therefore nothing changes. Except when we finally answer the question of how the police got there.
Well, I should think that Bruce was killed. The person who called the police saw something when they have testified. Unless you think Mr. Wright called the police.
God, please let Apollo speak. That's not possible. He was unconscious at the time. However, if the police are at the agency at 2:20, how do you explain the police taking an hour to remove Mr. Wright?
I'm not following.
We have it backward. The police weren't there at 2:20. They were called to go there at 2:20. Mr. Wright's testimony states that he was getting wheeled out at 3:20. They were there at 2:20. I want an explanation on why Mr. Wright was on the floor for an hour.
What? But what does this mean for Prosecutor Gavin? What does that have to do with...
Oh, yeah, we get it. The only reason he would say 2:20 is if he called the police there himself. Yeah. Ag. Yes, okay, that makes sense.
Order, order, order. What's the meaning of this, Prosecutor Gavin?
Perhaps the police are slow to remove him from the scene.
It took an hour for them to get Mr. Wright onto a gurney and get him out? I'm not that gullible, Prosecutor Gavin.
At least he knows he's gullible. That's true. It seems that the truth is coming closer and closer, Gavin, and you'll be the liar. Wait, you haven't answered my biggest question yet. What would that be? How did they get them both to help? They'd only ever help Mr. Wright. There's a point. I don't have that kind of evidence, not at all. So I've been proving who asked for the accomplices. I think I know someone who has something like that. Considering everyone in this case, there's one person who might have the evidence. Who? Your Honor? If someone has evidence proves to ask for the accomplices.
Very well. Considering that the person who asks for the accomplices can be another than a true killer, who is the person that has decisive evidence proving who the culprit is?
Who is the person? Who is the person? I don't, you? Oh. Phoenix? Wait, Paulo? Nope. Wait, you? Nope, I don't know. Vera? Nope. You? I don't know. I don't know. Phoenix? Did I present him? Emma? Trucy? No. Lana? Oh, I choose her, but she vanished since this incident started. Oh, Jake. There's one person as this piece of evidence. What is up with me in this case? I cannot figure this out. The same person's involvement has already been proven without a doubt. Jake Marshall. He has to have the final piece. Ugh. Your Honor, I empathetically request that Jake Marshall give us his letter.
Agreed. As a suspect in this case, you should be prepared. This court calls Jake Marshall to the stand.
Oh boy. Give us your name and occupation. Jake Marshall. Soon to be convicted of attempted murder, though, I hear.
Oh yes, that reminds me. Second thing found Mr. Justice in the bullet hole and it was near his shoulder.
Oh boy. Mr. Marshall, there's Wow. There's one thing we all need from you. I know what the thing is, but be a man and yell it loud and proud, defender. Show us the letter you received from the killer. Oh boy. I'm not sure if you're gonna like what you see, but if you ask that loud and proud, why would I not deliver to the likes of you? A true defender. You're a defender. No. I didn't. No way. Let me see the. Oh my god.
Oh my. Signed Phoenix Wright?
That has to be fake. No way. But why? They didn't possibly know this would be presented. Let me see. Okay. To Jake Marshall. April 12th. I require your expertise. I know it's been a while since we have spoken, but I believe you owe me a favor what I did for you. My request is simple. Go to Gourd Lake around 12:20. Shoot at me, Trucy, and Apollo. Do not kill them. I really want them scared enough to go back to the agency. Have a deadly surprise waiting for... God. What? What was it you said, Your Honor? Considering that the person who got the accomplices can never be the true killer. Who is the person that decided to use evidence proving who the culprit is? It was signed by Mr. Phoenix Wright. That proves it's indecisively, no?
It seems Mr. Dose has been leading us astray all along, no? It seems at the end that Mr. Wright was the one who tried to commit this murder.
No. Oh, it seems the evidence is just too steep. I can't. It's all over again. Whoa. It is happening again, Apollo. Apollo, please. Oh no. I can't allow this to happen again. I refuse. Oh gosh. I won't let this happen again. I know Mr. Wright didn't do this.
The defense seems to have no arguments.
Apollo, are you okay? Apollo.
In that case, I have no choice but to... Mr. Justice, you sounded... Do we need to... There's an explanation why he has Mr. Wright's signature. Oh, God. Look at it. Look at his eye. Look at his eye. Oh, gosh. There is? Yes. There's only one thing that can explain it.
You sound awfully desperate, Justice. Considering how big the stakes are, I think the appropriate places. Oh, too rough, I think quite to decide the people's evidence after all.
What could possibly explain the signature?
Planted? Signature just planted. Can't have been planted. He's the only one they would both listen to. Nobody else that fits the bill.
He's right. By the time they got the letters, the signature had to be on there.
Okay, forged. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
The letter's signature is a forgery.
What? What do you mean?
Letter is evidence. Is it forged? However, the signature was forged. Who would do such a thing? Who would fudge such? Why fudge such a thing? Someone else? Once I say this, circumstances around this time change dramatically, and I might actually be able to turn this about. Your Honor, members of the court, at long last, I think the truth is about to be shown. The truth that the killer had no motive or reason to forge that signature, assuming the signature is their own. That seems to be reasonable. Mr. Wright put his signature on it to make them part of the plan. Except it's not him who put that signature. Not him or the killer. It was someone else entirely. I think I might know who.
What do you mean it was someone else entirely? Who would possibly have a reason to forge a signature on another plan other than the killer?
Actually, let me save. The murder plan has many crimes in it, so why not one more? Vera Mission didn't just happen to go missing at all. She was kidnapped and made that forged signature. Oh, gosh. She's been missing for 6 months, though. Yes, and a sad 6 months it has to have been for her. However, I think the real killer forged the signature using her and is trying to pin it on Phoenix Wright. Aren't you accusing? Oh. But did he really do it? But just think about it. If me, yes, I am. Now that I think about it, it only makes sense. The thinker, the letters, they all needed to be forged. Prosecutor Gavin, you are the mastermind behind all of this. Oh. I don't know anymore. Order, order, order! I think Mr. Gavin is the one who did all this. Yes, Your Honor. That's not like that's what I've been saying all day or anything. Oh gosh, where's the proof? This shtick again. You had means and opportunity. Piece of evidence 1, the guitar string. You dropped this when moving the defendant to the location of the body. But I didn't. You can't prove that. Oh, piece of evidence 2, the letters. You could have easily forged the letter to make it look like you didn't just force her anyway. The letter to Grossberg could have been made any time. There's no evidence to the contrary that shows when the letter was made. And before you try to backtrack and say my fingerprints prove that I'm the murderer, Polly proved yesterday that I always wear gloves. Why would I not wear them yesterday unless someone took them off to play my prints? But how did I time it all so perfectly? It seems you can't stop forgetting about testimonies that directly hinder you. Recall Mr. Wright's testimony. Both she and Mr. Wright told you the time of when we're coming. You personally admitted yourself that Mr. Wright had talked to you after Trucy did. I imagine to discuss exactly what he wanted from you. Justice. Justice. You keep saying the letter is forged, but what's the proof? This time he brought his havoc to the end. Give him all you got, Polly. I will. The final piece of evidence is the letter from the killer itself. This is the final piece of evidence that will prove you forged that paper, or in other words, prove you killed Marvin Grossberg. Uh, pretend fingerprinting honor. We can solve this quite quickly if the letters really written by Mr. Phoenix, right? Check the ink marks left behind on the paper. If Sort really wrote this, then there should be ink marks and his fingerprints following suit. But if the killer wrote gloves? This murder plan was planned to the final detail. The accomplices, the body placement, the moving of the Miss Right. Never intended for these letters to be revealed, so he would naturally not wear gloves. Oh, that's true. Oh my gosh, I didn't kill him. I'm obviously being aimed for this. He is, isn't he? Oh, God. Apollo, we are doing the same thing again. Oh, really? The string? But then who did do it? Like, what? It has to be Valon at this point, doesn't it? The string, the shooting plan, Mr. Marshall's gun, 2 letters being proven that they could have been written by you. I could be wrong, but I sense a tad of fear coming from you, Mr. Gavin. I'm not scared. That letter will have the ink marks and your fingerprints on it. It has to. There's no other suspects. I think you're right, Daddy. I'm sensing fear from them as well. You can't be serious. I didn't do this. I can feel the fear rising as well. Face it, Clavier. Oh, this is the last string you will pull. Okay. Oh. The last string pulled by you, Justice? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Justice. Me and my brother. We both get handed justice? If you commit the crime, you better be ready to do the time. You a defense attorney, prosecuting attorney, or the very law itself. Justice is always bound to happen. So, everything was leading to this. Of course. Justice. 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 Uh-oh. Justice. He's doing the freak. Oh, turning into Kristoff. I'm not voicing all that. No one on the prosecutor bench. Oh gosh. Are you ready to tell us everything? If you lose to Justice, at least have enough pride to tell us what happened. Justice, of course. Where to start? I abducted Vera Mission 6 months ago and made her make those letters. He's admitting it. Oh. Then, I sent the 2 letters instructing Mr. Marshall and Miss Skyler what to do. I killed Marvin Grossberg a week ago and cut off his finger to forge the time of death. I was already plotting to set up the Wrights to take the fall, but Trucy and Mr. Wright came up to me 5 days ago. They told me that their plans to tear Justice on his birthday. This is where I learned every single and rushed Vera to make a new letter for Grossberg. I am glad I ran into them, as I was on my way to deliver the forged letters. After that, I put my plan into action. Oh, God. Oh, man. On the day of the murder, I waited for Lana to leave after renovating the office, and then do the few things on my own. I pulled up the guitar case and pulled it out. Then I waited. They came back and I hit all 3 of them. Oh God. It took me a while to pick up all the broken pieces, but I missed the string. I moved the body in with the camera's blind spot and set the body up. I moved the defendant to where the body was and planted a prints on it. He's just explaining everything. Then I left the paper to Grossberg at his office and called the police. Oh God. He said everything I proved. I can't believe it. I've been accusing him for 2 days, but to think. Mr. Gavin, this will have severe consequences. I'm sorry that you're no longer the righteous prosecutor we all thought you were.
I just want to know why, Mr. Gavin. Why did you free me? What did we even do to you? I think this all started from the incident with Vera. The case where we truly proved how big of a fraud Kristoff was. Oh my gosh. Oh, why? Why? Of course, that's where it started. He mentioned that incident with me during the first investigation. When he knew how bad of a catalyst that incident started. I get your revenge plan, but why Trucy? One of us too, she's had nothing but respect for you. I wanted you to hurt her, right? Lose the person who you love the most. You did that to me twice, you know. Convicted of her murder, then tarnished his career by proving forged evidence. He's not tarnishing her career when he did all those things. I mean, it's true. There's something about this that feels off. So I'm right, aren't I? That he's not the killer. And I still have no idea who it could be. Like, genuinely no idea.
There seems to be no objections anymore. Killer all along could about be prosecuted Gavin.
For what it's worth, Clavier, I'm sorry. Who's this? Oh. If I couldn't go back, I wouldn't change what I did. But I'm sorry it affected you so harshly. The truth is hard to accept sometimes. So much so, believing a lie is easier. What is this leading to? That's how life is. Kristoff wasn't a good man. He didn't try to be one either.
With that, I think it's time to hand down my verdict on Trucy Wright. This court finds defendant Trucy Wright
Not guilty. We did it.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
What? Oh. Wait. I think there's a contradiction in the confession. What? There is? Oh gosh.
Did I hear you correctly? Contradiction within the confession.
I'm not entirely sure if there is one. The entire conversation has me on edge. I think the contradiction is going to be a pretty one. Because a contradiction here means going back on everything that I've done today. What is the contradiction? Can I really mess with Trucy and Mr. Wright's innocence based on a bad feeling? Oh, I'm going to save. Because I know what the obvious option is, but let's see what happens if I do this. No, I won't do this. I can't jeopardize their freedom based on a gut feeling. The defense rests. I am satisfied with the trial ending here.
I see. Where is adjourned?
Oh, there's a whole... Oh, gosh. You did it, Polly. Thank you, Apollo. It was no problem, really. I want to apologize to you, Polly. For what? For being so mean and harsh towards you. You were doing what you thought was best, and it worked out. Even Daddy had it figured all out. I didn't even end up doing anything, really. You did do something. Despite the circumstances, we still wouldn't know about this if it weren't for this case. Oh, wait. Shoot. Make a separate save. No, dang it. Okay, evidence. Dang, I keep doing the wrong... Yep. If it weren't for this case, then the fact that we were related would have remained undiscovered. It would have been revealed at the false... the false? I feel like this is probably a false ending. It would have been revealed at the concert, but I appreciate what you meant. Speaking of, where is Thalassa? Now that you mention it, not like she's gonna be conveniently nearby. Why not? There's no reason for her to meet us here. Let's get out of here. All I've seen in the past there to press people in square cells. Of course. So, brings an end to this case. Looking back on it now, has still have a feeling I should have pursued the truth. Because what happened next? Good ending. Oh. I said good ending? What? You could have prevented this. Instead, you chose end the trial? Oh.